When should you repair your vehicles and tools in Farming Simulator 25? 25% damaged, 50% damaged, or 100% damaged? Well, let's find out together. Let's take a look at this tutorial with HK on repairing your tools and vehicles in Farming Simulator 25. What's up all, it's HK. And today we're going to go over how to repair your tools and vehicles in Farming Simulator 25. One of the biggest questions that I see come across is, do I even really need to repair my tools and vehicles? Well, the answer to that for Farming Simulator 25 is yes. Now, the thing is, if you let your vehicle get damaged and you do not repair it, you're going to start seeing that the vehicle doesn't perform at its highest capacity. So, for instance, harvesters, if you do not repair them and they continue to receive damage, then they will give you a yield deficit when you're harvesting. Other tools and implements, you'll start to see a reduce in speed as they work, or they don't perform as well as they could. Now, how do we know what our damages are for our items? So let's go ahead and look into that. This particular harvester is already at 100%. So if I jump in, we can see on next to the speedometer, the blue line is the repair on the vehicle itself. So that's your first indicator right there. If it's there and you jump in it, you can look right there. You can see that repair bar there. But that's not the only way that you can tell. Okay, so if I jump back out, if you put your cursor, I'm on PS5, so it's a little circle, on the item, it'll also tell you your damage percentage. So this one is at 100%, so there is no damage, so it doesn't have anything on that bottom right corner. However, if I jump over to this John Deere that's over here, and I do the same thing, I put the cursor here, we can see that it is 13% damage. So you can also walk up to your vehicles and check to see if they're damaged. But there's even another way. And that other way is we go to the start menu. Okay, once we're in the start menu, you're going to go all the way down to the bottom. So we go to the second one from the bottom, and we go to the graphs there. We're going to hit the up arrow once, and we're going to go over to vehicles. Now, when we look at vehicles, the fourth tab in says condition, and that is the percentage of the health of your equipment. So we can see here that I have a Massey Ferguson that is at 0% condition. We have another one that's at 50% condition. We have one that's at 75% condition. So that's another way that you can tell. Now, the big thing with this one is this tells you its health, not the damage. Okay? If you go up to the vehicle itself and put your cursor on it, it's going to give you your damage percentage, not your health percentage. This way is your health percentage on it here. Now, something else you want to think about is, okay, it's damaged. When should I repair it? And what's the best price for me to repair it? Well, believe it or not, there is a better time to repair your vehicles. If we look at the help menu here in the settings, and we go all the way down to the bottom on spending money, there is an area in here that says vehicle and tool wear. It says over time your vehicles and tools will deteriorate, and they're needed repair because they lose speed and engine power. So if we look at it, it does give us a chart here, and it says to repair at 100% damage, you're going to have to pay at least a minimum of 9% of the buy price of the vehicle. If you repair it at 50% damage, then it's 3% of the buy price value. And if you repair it at 25% damage, it's 1% of the buy price. So some people may go in and go, oh, it's 25% damage, let me go in and repair it. And then they see that that cost is maybe only a small amount. And then they go, oh, well, if that's all it costs for 25%, then if it's 100% damage, it's going to just be that times 4 for what I paid when I was at 25% damage. That's not the case. It's either going to be 1%, 3%, or 9%. And I have some options to show you guys with that as well. So I'll meet you guys back up at the store and we'll go over it from there. Alright, I made it up to the store and we have 3 harvesters here. Now this first harvester over here on the far left of us, if we jump in that harvester, we can see that this one is 25% damaged or 75% health. And it took me about 4.9 hours in this tool to get it to that percentage. If I jump out and I look at it, it tells me right there on the bottom right that it's 25% damaged. So the next one we have, jump in it, it's 50%, and it took me about 8.8 hours to get it to that 50% area. And then we look at it, it does say 50%. And then this last one here is my 100% damage. So if we look at that, it says 100%. We jump in on the speedometer, we see the blue line is completely gone. Okay, so that's the different levels of repair. And it took me 15.1 hours to get it to that 100% damaged. So where do we go to repair our vehicles and tools? Well, first place is here up at the store. So when we purchase items, they spawn in over there next to that garage, and then across the parking lot is the actual repair trigger over here. And anything that is inside this box will allow you to repair. So if we come in over here and we go to this trigger and we hit L3 to enter, we can see our 3 Massey Ferguson harvesters and what it's going to cost to repair them. So the first one here is the one that is 25% damaged, and its repair cost is $1,202. Okay, now if it's 50% damage, like, oh well, that's only going to cost $2,404. Well, remember, it's at 50%, it's going to be actually 3% of the buy price. So instead of it being that $2,404, it's actually $3,390. And then if it's 100% damaged, it's even more at $9,405. So my recommendation would be to repair your vehicles when they are 25% damaged or less. I would not let it get over that 25%. Now, sometimes it's going to happen, but I definitely would not work a machine all the way down to 100% because you're spending way more money than what you would have to. Like, if I do it at 25%, I'm going to have to get it down to 25% damaged from the 100%, so it's 75% health, 9 times compared to if I let it go down to 100% once. So there's an area here that you can repair. Now to repair it, all you have to do is hit R3 and it'll pop up and say, do you really want to repair this vehicle at that price? And we would just go ahead and hit yes, and we can see now that is completely repaired. Okay, second option, we'll have to go back to the farm, so I'll meet you guys back over there. Alright, so I'm back at the farm, and in order to repair something at your own farm, what you would do for this one is we're going to go ahead and hit the pad on the controller. We're going to go down to the bottom one and go into construction mode. And under the first tab, under sheds, you're going to go up arrow once and then left over until you get to tools. So they're going to be the second to last one. And the fourth item that we see here is a vehicle workshop. It is $45,000, but this will allow you to fix and repair your own items here on your land. Okay, I've already got one placed right over here. Yeah, there we go. And we have this John Deere here that is currently 13% damaged, and if we jump in, we can see that the blue bar is down a little bit. So if we come over to our repair trigger, and it's going to pop up there in the top right if you have your help window up, and you hit L3 to open your vehicle workshop. And this one here at the bottom right, it says repairing is $1,662 to repair this. And we'll go ahead and hit R3 to repair it. It says, do you really want to repair? We say yes. And back out of it, and we are done. So that's how you would repair your items in FS25. My recommendation would be to repair all tools and items before they get to that 25% damage. At the bare minimum, I would not let it go past that. Hopefully you found this helpful, and if you did, please like and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more tutorials as they come out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.